And good morning and welcome back to the Queen Elizabeth Stadium here in Hong Kong as we're about to get underway with day 5. We'll be starting with the ladies 76 to 84 kilogram session, classic powerlifting, and we're going to be starting very shortly in 10 seconds with the squats. Any questions that you may have, please let us know in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them for you. The bar is loaded for the first lift of the day. And good morning. I have a special guest in studio.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Outstanding.
Excellent. You ready for today's session?
Yes,
Great.
exciting.
I'm going to drink coffee and let you do all the talking.
Sure.
Okay, first lift, a good lift. Bar's now going to 150 kilos. 180 kilo PB, so opening safely, 30 kilograms below her personal best, 7 years of competing.
Whoa. So she's a very experienced lifter.
Yeah, lots of time on the platform. The most valuable thing that a lifter can do for their career is getting as much time in competition. One of the challenges coaches always have is where lifters tell them, I'll compete when I can win.
That's very hard.
That's it. It's impossible, virtually. So it's always a great idea to rather get time on the platform. What we've got, ladies and gentlemen, with us as well is we have the technical rule book. So if you have any questions, we'll read you the specific technical rule. Making that look very easy, and 3 white lights.
Yes!
Great.
Congrats.
We have both lifters on the board. Lifters want to get in at least one of each lift in order to medal for a total and also to break records. If you're coming out to break records and you miss one of your 3 lifts, that record, even if you get it, doesn't count. Okay, 90 kilo PB, bar is going to 110 kilos over her personal best and 1 year,
Wow.
or up to 1 year on the platform. So quite a big difference in experience.
Yes.
The South African spotting and loading team being joined by 2 fantastic local powerlifters. The team has really worked well together over the last few days.
Yes.
Waiting for the athlete to come out. And we're waiting for 3 minutes because we have such a small number of lifters. We have to have a 3-minute break between. This is one of the interesting things within powerlifting, particularly with the stronger lifters in equipped, where they do need to have some cardio capacity to ensure that when there's not a lot of lifters, that they're able to repeat their big lifts very, very quickly. One of the things that's very popular and why powerlifting is so beloved, because there's no cardio.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Instagram posts like the difference between powerlifting and other sports
Yes.
is powerlifting always resting there forever,
Yep.
at least 3 minutes to make sure you have that capacity to do that.
Absolutely. So you should always be training to a minimum of 3 minutes to make sure that you can do your maximal lifts that quickly. The great thing about the sport, and I think what makes it so special, where you have even your greatest competitors cheering for you and supporting you, because everyone wants to get stronger, and the support amongst the lifters, amongst the coaches, amongst the nations for one another is absolutely incredible. We see that in the audience. but it's the fact that you do have those long resting periods, so it forces you to be sociable. You know, one of the greatest selling points of the sport is telling lifters or prospective lifters, no, you're probably under load for about 45 seconds in a training session, and the rest of the hour you're chatting to the other lifters. We don't mention spotting and loading to them because that's the real cardio. Right, ladies and gentlemen, 10 seconds left on the clock. We're waiting for our lifter to come out. 10 kg personal best. Okay, sorry. All right, the 1 minute time for the lifter to come out has started. Lifters have 1 minute from the time the announcer, not the chief referee, the announcer calls bar loaded. So it looks like we had an accidental press from one of the referees. Not a problem though. They'll indicate their intention after the squat. 10 kilos and a great drive out of the hole. That was fantastic.
Yes, that looks
Let's
smooth.
look at the, it's a good lift. Let's have a look at the replay here. Good speed down. A little bit of a stick in the middle there, but driving through.
Yes.
What did you think of that?
I think it's considered as a very time control is very good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for 10 kg jump.
Right. And now we're going to 160, 20 kilos below her personal best. We've seen some of the lifters with greater capacity come out and lift a little bit lighter, just doing what they need to do to win.
Yeah.
And that's the right way to do it. You don't want to lift a weight that's not necessary to medal or to win. And that's really where a mature coach comes in, where you need to be able to control your lifters as well. I think all the work is done, and the coach's job is to manage the numbers, the lifter's job is to do a successful lift. A lot of speed up and down there. And 3 white lights, that's a good lift. Very comfortable looking athlete. And we start our second 3-minute break. And you said you were going to sing for us. Just kidding. So one of the things that we've seen with some of the more inexperienced lifters and perhaps with some of the more inexperienced coaches is not getting to the platform on time. And you really want to get to the platform with as much time as possible. So be ready as soon as bar loaded is called, you're able to move out onto the platform just in case. We've seen it in the bench where sometimes with the shirts, the hands are a little bit too wide and they're not in the compliant setup, and the chief will call for a re-rack.
70 kills. Complete Shin Yin of Taiwan State University of Science and Technology.
Her PB is 80 kg, so this is 10 kg below.
So very smart, keeping it within range. If you don't have to go big, don't go big. Because there's also the psychological aspect for the lifters of missing lifts within competition. So you really want to do what is necessary.
Yeah.
Look at that. Still looking like she's warming up. Absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at the action replay here. Good lift.
Very smooth.
And see that. Watch that speed off the chest. Boom. No change in body position at all. Only the bar and the arms are moving. That's what you're looking for. Absolutely fantastic. All right. 57.5 kilo PB. Going to 63 kilos. That means
It's
a record attempt. Okay, so they'll be swapping out the technical controller with one of the referees who's sitting her exam. Getting the bar set. 63 kilos coming out to set a record in her first year of competing. Absolutely fantastic. This is going to be an Asian university record attempt. The 57.5 moved very easily. We're going to wait the 3 minutes between the different attempts. So as we're about to start our second attempt, we've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. You know, having a look at the banner and seeing the Asian Powerlifting Federation being founded in 1984.
Wow.
So it's the 40th anniversary this year, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, indeed.
We know the wonderful Mr. Pock was there at the beginning. And
I
I had
know,
huh?
Yeah, we'll watch him do some lift
Yes.
after this session as well.
We have a very special session coming up after this with the Asia EC. And they're all going to be doing some demonstrations. So this is something that we hope we're going to be seeing in other federations.
Yeah.
And so my home country of South Africa, something that we're going to be looking at doing as well, I'm sure. So it's really a lot of fun.
Interesting.
You know, the EC works so hard to keep the sport running in competitions, to support the lifters. They deserve an opportunity to have a little bit of fun on the platform. So here we go. We've got 15 seconds left before they start the 1 minute timer. From the time 1 minute bar is loaded is called by the announcer, the athlete has to be on the platform, be set in position, ready to receive the start command from the chief referee. Bar is loaded. Here we go. 63 kilos. New Asian University record, athlete from Hong Kong. Her coach shouting commands from the side. Up, 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 up.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
so easy.
smooth.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Yes.
Good lift. And that's a new record. Something tells me we're going to be seeing another
Yes.
new record being set. Bar's now going to 80 kilos. So on her personal best, 430 kilogram total. Only 19 years old.
And
a lot of
she-
lifting experience.
Yeah, and she already competed for 7 years.
Coach is looking very happy over there. His lifters have been doing well.
Yes.
So easy.
Yeah.
Well
Her
done.
left
Good
arm
lift.
struggled a little bit, but she pressed it up.
Yes. Here we go. And the replay coming up. You see
Yes.
just the one side. Yeah. Keeping control, keeping it tight. And going to 65 kilos in the next round to set a new,
new
record.
record. I think she has it. Big-
Absolutely.
yeah.
That second attempt looked really easy. So we started the clock, 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining.
It's very interesting to say because these two lifters are very different. One is only have 1 year compete experience, and another have 7 years. So it's kind of very obvious to say like the experience in the platform, like how well they set up and
Yes.
how they do it. So like I think what I'm trying to say is as long as you keep it in the game and you practice, you will get into the zone of like
Yes.
like how do you be proper in the platform and you know what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's the more time on the bench, the more automatic the walking out, the setup becomes, the less you have to think about the setup and can focus on moving the weight. Because that's really the thing, right, where all of the work is done. There's
Yeah.
nothing else you can do. All of the dieting, all of the training, all of the recovery work has been done and set, and now it's just down to getting your head in the game. That's really where it becomes far more mental than physical.
Yeah.
If you just not willing to give up, if you keep that tension, you know, sometimes you lose a little bit of focus with a bench press on the way down. You're not in the right position. You don't have the tension to
The
press it
press,
out.
Yeah.
And that's really the challenge. And then with the deadlifts, you know, it can be a lot of fatigue because there's squats, there's bench. Bench can really engage your hamstrings and your back when done correctly. So if you're tweaking your back a little bit because you're creating so much tension, you might pay for that in the deadlifts. So it really becomes a mental game once that bar's in your hands.
Yeah.
How much fun do you have on the platform?
Getting to be more experienced. Enjoy it now.
That's it. I think the more comfortable you are walking out onto the platform, particularly also in different venues where there's different lighting, there's different crowds, there's a different waiting area. All of these things play a big role. So when you come back to a beautiful venue like this, and it's set up the same as last year when we had the Asia, Africa, and Pacific Championships, then you're much more comfortable.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. They're going to call bar loaded. All right. A second record attempt. It's always fun to see in the audience as to who's supporting who, because you can see when the phones are out taking photos and video.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, a new record.
Took a little bit of work. Very focused at looking at it. 3 white lights. That's a good lift. So good control down, and then a solid drive. Getting a little bit stuck in the middle there, but locking it out beautifully. Sure, fantastic to see. Okay, 85 kilos, so this will be an 85 kilo PB over her 80 kilograms currently. Holding thumbs. I think she's going to get this.
Yeah.
Looking very comfortable in the holding area, chalking up. And a very relaxed walkout, showing the years of experience. Shout of support from the audience. Up,
Yes,
up.
Yes.
Solid drive off the chest there. She was not going to get that lift. 3 white lights. There's a smile finally. Happy looking coach as well. Happy athlete. All right. Look at this. Strong, and then just accelerating up off the chest. Fantastic. So we'll be back in 20 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. And we look forward to having you join us for the deadlifts. Excuse me. 90 kilos on the bar.
She's very calm. Every time to see her workout, it's very calm, very slow, and on her own pace.
Knows what she has to do. PB of 95.
It looks easy.
Making that look very, very easy.
It's a good lift. And she's a sumo lifter.
160 on the bar with a 172.5 PB. Bar is loaded. It's quite a wide sumo stance here. Also very comfortable, like she's just walking onto the platform in the gym. Very comfortable
Yes.
pull there.
Very
3 wide
easy
lights.
pull.
Outstanding. There we go. 100 kilos. So she's shooting for a 5 kilo increase on her PB
Yes.
on her second attempt.
And now we're in our 3 minutes rest.
And we have our 3 minutes rest, absolutely. Oh, and we have coffee. There's quite a good audience here today. I think as we get further into the competition, for what I've seen over the years, is the more time passes, the more athletes arrive and the more support.
Yeah.
So it always seems that the bigger weight athletes are getting more support because there's more people at the venue. Sometimes for the lifters, where they are challenged in making weight, then they'll usually be resting at the hotel or staying at the hotel, just trying to get their weight down. Sometimes you can have a 5-6 kilogram gain in weight, fluid retention from travel, particularly international. You're flying with airline food, high in salt, you've got that to worry about. Sometimes athletes are electing not even to eat on the planes, just to bring their own food. Nutrition when traveling for competition is vital, particularly when you're close to weight. You want to make sure that you can leave for the competition maybe 2 to 3 kilograms below where you need to be, or you have to give yourself a couple of days to bring that weight down, bring that fluid retention down. We've got 1 minute to go as we start our second attempts on 100 kilos for a 5 kilo increase in Yang Wen's personal best. Representing Hong Kong Su Yan University. How did I do with the pronunciation?
Very well.
Thank you. Been working hard here not to sort of, butcher the pronunciation of the athletes' names or the university names. 26 seconds left. The spotting and loading crew moving back to the platform, looking very sharp in their Lyco gear and their SBD gear over the last few days. Here we go, 10 seconds.
Load about 100 kg for full and training. Eyes loaded.
Here we go. Again, very relaxed.
Yeah.
Solid pull. Just getting her knees locked out there. And 3 white lights. Also shooting here for a PB. Previous best 172.5. So usually what coaches will do where the numbers allow, let the athlete get in the competition. First attempts is just to get your lift in. Second attempt is usually the number you want to get. And then third attempt is there either to chase a win, a medal, or to have some fun. Up. Just not able to get it off the floor, but a big smile on the face. Athletes looking happy, coaches looking happy. We're just having some fun here. We'll start our 3-minute break again, just to give the athletes a chance to recover and to rest. And we'll kick it up from there. So 1 more minute and we'll be back with you folks. Please do stay with us, and we will conclude with the medal ceremony. Please do let us have your comments, any questions you may have. We'll do our best to answer them.
We are 30 seconds out.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the third attempts on session 1, day 5 of the Asia Equipped Powerlifting Championships and the Asia University Cup. Athlete coming out now for a 10 kilogram increase on her previous PB, which is set at 100 kilos. Good fight there. What did you think of that?
That's a
Unfortunately, no lift. Let's have a look here at the
Let's
replay. May have
see
been a little bit of
what's-
hitching. Okay, there was downward movement on the bar. But it was a strong pull to lock out. It was
Yes.
just the nervous system firing there. We've all been there, where you feel you just have to keep pulling, but you don't have control over the lower part of your body. But yet a great fight to lock it out. Bar's going to 175 again. She missed this on her second attempt, and now going to get it on her third attempt. I think also showing good experience, knowing she wasn't able to get it up and just letting it go a few inches off the ground, rather than risking excessive fatigue. Nope, not coming up.
Not the day.
Not today, but she is in with 160 on the the board, and that's really why you want to make sure you get at least one lift in, so you can get a
Very
total
good
medal.
strategy.
So we'll be back shortly with the medal ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, please do stay with us for the medal ceremonies. We'll be back with you shortly.